credit and leverage credit, right? In this economy, through credit cards. Now, I'm not going to say vehicle loans or, other personal loans because that interest can be really, really high. But if you have low interest credit cards, it is best to leverage credit than it is cash. Why do you say that, Queen? Again, money is only expensive if you have bad credit. Because let's say, for example, you have a 3% interest bearing credit card and it gives you passive income when you pay out passive income as well, which means that's just cash back rewards for utilizing the credit card, right? Well, the dollar has lost 8.6% interest of its purchasing power. And you get no cash back every time you use cash or a debit card. So utilizing a credit card and increasing your cash flow at 3% interest through the credit card usage for things you would have purchased anyway is a much better strategy than using cash and not getting passive income back when you use that cash that has depreciated from a higher rate of 8.6% of interest. So these are things you don't learn in schools. And then you don't learn them in schools. You don't learn them in most churches. You're told to give 10% in most cases or more, but you're never taught how to save 30% to position you to better give the 10% and then get higher tax refunds which means, you can make more money and get bigger tax refunds at the same time because now you have 470 tax deductions and you're never taught to leverage your credit. You're only given the options to cut up credit cards. And for some people, that's the options they need. If you don't want to get a financial education, if you don't want to apply these financial strategies, if you don't want to have a mindset shift about your money, if you don't want to get more money back out of your paycheck, if you don't want to utilize 470 plus tax credits or tax deductions, right? That's why you have tax exemptions and tax deductions. And then you take that money, you put that money to work for you. Because again, over 40 years, on average of earning $42,000 a year, $20 an average, you earn $1.7 million. You don't see that money because you don't have a tax strategy. And then you're not investing that money. And if you're not investing that money, you're not even on the path to wealth. So I'm going to end this live stream with this. Are you a baseball player? From my mentor, I heard, and I'm going to repeat it. Or are you a spectator? Right? Are you a baseball player or are you a spectator? He said baseball players get paid millions of dollars to miss a ball to strike out 70% of the time. Let me say that again. He said baseball players get paid millions of dollars to miss 70% of the time of the pitches that made to them. Means if they have a 30% or a .382 batting average, they can become millionaires. That's considered excellence. But in other financial circles, people, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That works in baseball. See, when you don't tell people that you're in network marketing, when you don't tell people you have financial solutions to their financial problems, I believe there are no problems if you always have solutions. If you always have solutions, no problems will ever exist. You know where the word circumstances come from? It means a circle while you're standing of continuous rotation. And that's why standing still, even though the Bible says, be still and know that I am God. after you exhausted all of the information, education, the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding. Then that's the time to be still. So only in baseball do you get paid millions to miss 70% of the time. That doesn't work in network marketing. It doesn't work in business. Does not work in your finances. In fact, Michael Jordan, the greatest, arguably, basketball player that ever lived, says you miss all the shots in basketball that you don't take. Every time you don't want to send a text to tell people that you have financial solutions to their problem, you miss opportunities. And as my mentor said about this, Mr. Cedric Harris, he said the only people that pass up on opportunities is quarterbacks. He also said this, that in baseball, again, that's the only arena, only culture, only place that you get paid millions to play it safe. If you can be safe on first base, you're considered, you know, highly skilled in baseball. You can be safe on second base. I watched the Jackie Robinson story. He was famous for his quickness and speed of stealing bases. You become highly skilled. You become a millionaire, multimillionaire to be safe in baseball. You can steal third bases. You can steal home plate. If you can have a batting average, if you can hit 3 out of 10, you will become a millionaire, people. But that does not work in network marketing, and it does not work in life. Does not work in life. And the only person that pass on opportunities or that pass opportunities are quarterbacks. Let me give you this other. I guess I'm being Coach Deloach tonight. This other scenario about the power of leverage. The power of leverage. I heard this too today. I always empower myself with personal development at least 5 hours a day. And I heard this from Myron Goldman on YouTube. I heard him say this, that if he, because Myron Goldman has, what did he have? I forgot. I can't think of it. But he has to wear a brace on his knee. It was the great track star. She also had this. Let me see. Wilma Rudolph had this condition as well. But he said, let me pull it up. See, can I find it so I can get it right? Um, but at any rate, the thing Wilma Rudolph, was she the first black woman to run track? I know she was polio. I think he had polio. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. I think if I'm correct. So Myron Gold was born with polio. So, he's one leg is shorter than the other. He has to wear a brace in most cases. And he explained it like this. Because he wears a brace on his leg due to that polio, and one leg is longer in length or the other one is shorter than the other. That if he asks a track superstar, a track star, to run 1 mile against him, right? Uh, 1 mile against him. He asked, "Would the track star, do you think you'll win?" And well, I'm a track star. I'm superior, so yeah, I think I'll win. And plus, you have polio. You have a condition, right? That even helps me, gives me an advantage. And they said, "Well, what if I decided to do 2 miles, run 2 miles against you, and you will run 1 mile. Are you still confident?" He said, "I'm even more confident that I win then. I have a shorter distance, and I'm more superior athlete and faster and quicker, and I don't have polio, right? I don't have any ailments. Uh, I'm confident that I win." So Myron Golden said, "Well, What if you was running your 1 mile and I chose to use a bicycle? You still confident that you'll win? You have to run your 1 mile, but I chose a bicycle, right? To run my or to travel my 2 miles. I said the track star contemplated and thought. And then he said, well, what if I decide to let you use a bicycle as well, right? I use a bicycle and I would then use a car. You'll travel 1 mile and I'll travel 2 miles. You're still confident. And the track star, um, no. He said, well, okay. I give you the car. Right? I give you the car. We'll even up the playing field. You now have a car to do your 1 mile, but what if I decided to use an airplane to do my 2 miles? Would you still be confident that you'll win? The track star said, no, I'm not. And he said, okay. I give you the airplane to do your 1 mile. But now I'll get a jet to do my 2 miles. Are you confident? And the track star said, no. And he said, you know why? He said, well, yeah, you have better, faster equipment, which means you have a better system of leverage than I do. Leverage, people. Leverage and knowledge. Knowing how to network with people, knowing how to leverage business system versus you owning a business, how to leverage these 470 tax deductions to increase the income that you're making, knowing how to leverage your credit to get assets and not liabilities, knowing what the difference between liabilities and assets are. This financial game of life and life, period, is about who will you leverage and what system will you leverage to be financially successful. People, you have a short amount of time. I did a live stream today. We are experiencing a reset in our currency system, a reset in the cash dollar being the global reserve currency that's going to happen next year, where other countries are more powerful, like Russia and its oil commodities, and China and its gold. As China is now, in business deal with Africa and Uganda, just saying they found or discovered 12.8 trillion, not million, not billion of gold, which is making, and they are in $1.6 billion of debt to China. So having knowledge of the assets, and because the dollar is going to lose its world reserve dominance and return to its original value of zero, you take this and you put it in assets. You plant seeds in assets like silver, because now that there will be more gold in circulation, and silver outperforms gold in a bull market, and silver will be twofold, converting this paper into silver, which is real money. Gold and silver is real money, is one way, right? When this reset will happen, to turn your cash into assets, to turn upsets of this dollar system collapsing into assets, upsets into assets, upsets into assets. And I know, and I have the queen of coin, silver.com. You need to visit that website. You can put your silver on auto ship. And if you want to, you can get daily pay from sharing this information and education with other people to acquire silver. I hear people that go by the title of Christians or believers say that I'm in God's economy. But if you are under God's economy, why don't you have God's money in your possession? which is silver and gold. Some people never held real money in their hand. They just held the fake fiat currency, government's money, paper money that you can rip apart. They never held real money in their hand. They worked all their life and never held real money. What else do you leverage, Queen? You leverage cryptocurrency. I have the number at the bottom of the screen. I have a crypto education. I'm all about knowledge, wisdom, and education. That's the way King Solomon became the wealthiest man. That's the way you will acquire wealth. And you can do it right from a job, or you can do it right from your self-employed business. But you got to do it. You got to have the instructions. And you got to have the cash flow to get the assets. So certain cryptocurrencies is over 17,000. Not all of them will last. Some of them are Ponzi schemes. You should never have to send your money to anybody to invest in crypto for you. Get an education and invest in it for yourself. That's another asset class that's going to thrive and make people super rich during this reset. You want the crypto education course? Text that number 331-444-5556. And then cash flow, how to get your instant pay raise, how to get your money back, how to protect your 1.7 million from your job, and how to get the government. If you was excited about stimulus checks from the government, you're going to be super excited when you see how much your tax refund increased from having 470 tax deductions. You're going to be super excited to get more money out your paycheck instead of giving it to the government, giving away a tax-free loan that they give back to you at 0% interest and keeping more of that money in your household. You're going to be super excited about having high credit scores and now leveraging credit to get passive income as well to acquire assets versus using a debit card that gives you no benefits to make your groceries or to get your gas with. You're going to be super excited to be able to write off square footage of wherever you live, an apartment, a house, a condo that you could not do as an employee. Your cell phone bill, your internet. Again, instead of giving your children allowances, you hire them in a home-based business. And the experts in this program, they take care of all your financial affairs. Anything that affects you financially, you can also simply upload your bills that you're paying. And already you don't have to change services from your cell phone bills. Not only will you get a cell phone tax write-off, but you can lower your cell phone monthly bill. Lower bills means larger money coming back to you. Your security bills, your cable bill. Lower bills means larger money coming back and flowing. That's why it's called cash flow. Flowing back to you, not from you. These are the foundational steps that if you are serious about investing in silver coins or crypto, that you should have in place first before you even think about investing. Now, you can do according to the Bible that says God loves a cheerful giver, a cheerful giver. So now you're not giving out a grudge or necessity to your favorite charity or a nonprofit church organization that's using the funds and your tithes for ministry and feeding the hungry and the homeless and taking care of the fatherless children to help support their ministry programs or whatever your charity may be. Now you can be cheerful about that because now it's not a stress for you to give 10% when you're getting back 20 to 30%. You see what I'm saying? Out of your paycheck. When your credit is up and money is not expensive for you anymore, you can get cheap debt to invest. But be a smart investor. Again, watch out for crypto scams. Watch out. Get a crypto education. Put your silver on auto ship. Go to queenofcoinsilver.com. You can put it on auto ship for less than $40 a month. Because In a bull run, silver outperforms gold. So in this reset, silver is going to outperform gold. Hey, my 50 minutes of time is up. If this brought any value to you, which it should have, I gave you a wealth of value because I'm helping you find money and you're a millionaire job that you don't even know you had. You can be a 9 to 5 millionaire, a 3 to 11, a 7 to 3, whatever your working hours are. But the very first thing you have to do is shift the money taken out in taxes through the strategy of adding a home-based business that's under $200. It's under $150 for you to invest in that strategy. So it's very inexpensive and it can bring back thousands for you. So don't let 3 figures stop you from getting 4 to 5 figures, right? Text those numbers on the screen, visit those websites, right? And this is the total financial plan, a total financial makeover, not the Dave Ramsey's way, but the 2022, Queen's way of teaching you. People, once you do things and use them wisely and build up your financial IQ, your financial literacy, and your financial education, the very job and the very money you have right now can make you rich. These small investments and this small shift of getting your mindset right and getting your money back can make you rich. Good night, you all. Queen out.